Welcome into Smyrna High School in beautiful Rutherford County, Tennessee, the site of this Class 3A state tournament opening round matchup between the Chester County Eagles and the Upperman Bees. I'm Noah McKay on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network, soon to be joining the press box by my broadcast partner Jacob Vincent, about 10 minutes away from first pitch as the Bees return to Rutherford County with their sights set on their third state championship game appearance in the last 4 seasons. This is the Crouch Team with Highlands Lake Real Estate pregame show. So much to get to as we set the stage for what should be a very fun matchup in the tournament. Game number 1, the pitching matchup will be very interesting, and the chess match begins as teams try to set themselves up to a run towards a title. First off, we are live on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel, live over the airwaves with our friends at Cookeville Communications, including on the Hub Plus Roku app. We welcome you in as we are just moments away from first pitch. Let us know in the comments where you're listening from, who you're cheering for. I know it'll be a very partisan crowd, as always, when the Bees are involved. So much to get to in this matchup. Let's first get to the macro view. Upperman comes into this tournament at 26-12, but of course a tale of 2 seasons. Started out 4-7. Then the Bees basketball team won the state championship on the hardwood. Since that moment when they got their full complement of pieces back, 22-5. The Bees, one of the top teams in Class 3A over the last month and a half. They are no strangers to this state tournament. Their 11th appearance all time. They're 3-time state champions, 2-time runner-ups. Of course, won the state championship 3 years ago, were runner-ups 2 years ago, did not make it to this tournament, had their sights set on a return, and they have done it, but their sights were not just on a return. They're trying to get back into the final day, which this year is on a Saturday. Their opponents, relatively new to this tournament, the Chester County Eagles, having a great season out of Henderson, Tennessee. Their second all-time appearance. Back in 2016, they made it for the first time. They won 2 games in that tournament. On the season, their head coach Mike Goff, the Eagles are 23-9. They've been building towards this moment. Lost in the region semis 2 years ago. Lost in the sub-state round of Station Camp last year. And, of course, are into the state tournament this year. The pitching matchup going to be very interesting today. Upperman, we've talked so much about their pitchers. Chester County, they have a couple of arms they could go to. We thought it'd be Dean Estes today. It's not. It's Lane Estes. He's been their number 2 pitcher in their rotation, so a very interesting decision from Coach Goff there, but he's got the numbers to back up that decision. A 1.99 ERA, a 4-3 record on the season, 13 appearances, 31.2 innings pitched. He's allowed 24 hits, just 11 runs on the season, 23 strikeouts to 8 walks for Lane Estes, who gets the ball on the mound. On the other hand, we've talked so much about these Upperman arms. Who would they go to, especially with the extra day of rest? It is the senior right-hander Roan State signee, Juju Yano, who gets the ball, and he has been sensational, particularly in the last month for the Bees. 12 appearances, 7-3, 69 innings pitched for Juju, 88 punch-outs to just 18 walks. With a 2.03 ERA in the postseason, a 2.8 ERA, he's 1-1. The one loss, the dogfight against Tullahoma, 2-1 in the region semifinals. He was lights out against Red Bank. Quite frankly, he was lights out against Tullahoma as well. He played well enough to win that baseball game. And in the postseason, the strikeout stuff has been there for Juju. 25 punch-outs to just 5 walks. They're looking for more of that today in the game plan for Upperman. 74 pitches for Juju Yano, giving the ball to Alec Wilson or Chris Worsing for 24, and then the next guy for 24. As they go to 3 of that 4-headed monster, if they have to go to Justin Fallon for a save, they will. But it's Yano's ball until he hits 74 pitches. Why 74, you ask? Once you hit 75, you're burnt out for the tournament. They take him out at 74. If they make Saturday state championship game, Juju Yano would have the ball. I talked to Wes Shanks about all of those and a lot more keys to the game just moments ago. We'll hear from the head ball coach, then come back with first pitch. Coverage of today's game is presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing and Gentry's Power Equipment. You're listening to all of it on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Moments away from first pitch, joined by Upperman head coach Wes Shanks. Coach, return to the state tournament after a 1-year hiatus, back in a familiar place at Smyrna High School. What's the process been like for you guys as a coaching staff as you get ready to play, hopefully, several games in the next few days?
Well, we enjoyed ourselves on a Friday night. You know, it was one of those games, a series. It was just not just physically draining, but also mentally draining. You know, we had 4, 5, 6 different pitchers go, and it took everything we had to get that series win. And man, it was a fun series. It was back and forth, and so it made it that much sweeter when we got the win to advance to the state tournament. You know, a place that we have been here before. We've got 5 seniors that have, not only played in the state tournament, but started in a championship game. And so we're back into familiar territory. We had an off day on Sunday, an off day on Saturday, back in on Sunday, and even on Monday had a good quality practice outside. Had some rain on Tuesday, and some storms that backed this tournament up, and I think we needed it. I think that was one of those situations where our arms on a bump, we needed the extra rest, but it's also a good time to stay at home for a few more days and get yourself mentally prepared for this tournament, because it's grueling. You can be done in 2 days, or you can last 4, and it's kind of one of those game-by-game basis, and we're going to be on the winning side of it.
You mentioned the extra day. You give the ball to Juju today, and he ends up going Friday or Thursday rather into a Wednesday, more of a standard rest for him. How valuable is that, and what do you need to see out of him, knowing all the things you have to have in your back pocket as a coach in this tournament when it comes to pitch count and things like that?
It gives Juju a day's rest. It gives Alec and Chris Worsing also a day's rest, but it also gives Chester County and all the other teams a day's rest, so everybody benefited from it. Everybody's arms are going to be a little bit better. But at this point in the game, at this point in the season, we've got 3 guys with around 60 to plus innings pitched. And so they've left it all on the field. I guess it was leading up to it. Hey guys, I know we've been the guys, 1, 2, 3, but we still need more. We're not happy to be here. We're here to win some ball games, compete for a state title, and those 3, along with the rest of the team, are going to do so. We found some lively at-bats in the Red Bank series. We got to continue some of that, and we found some areas where we could improve upon. We made some errors that let Red Bank stick around, and so we just saw this previous game here. There's an error it's one of those games. You make one error, it could cost you a game, and it's just baseball at the highest level in the state of Tennessee, and those errors, those moments can cost you or win it for you, and so that's what we're here to do. We're trying to put pressure on other teams and see what happens.
Chester County team that you guys have not played in this recent history in a tournament full of familiar faces. What have you seen when you've gotten to scout? What do you expect to see out of the Eagles here today?
Quality ball club. They can hit the ball very well. They've got 3-4 arms. Just like everybody else in this tournament. And, we were talking about it earlier, too, with South Gibson, Mumford, Chester County. And we've played a lot of West Tennessee teams, and they have a certain pace of play that they like, aggressiveness. And so we have learned from that the last 2 to 3 years. And so we're going to come with our aggressive pace of play. We're going to come with our mindset, the Bees baseball way, and, put some pressure on them. We've got some guys like Ricky Allison that was a game changer last series. Expect the same stuff out of him. Alec Wilson, who's emerged as one of the top pitchers in the state. Junior Lano, Mr. Gamer, and Chris Worsing. The guys give him. They've been calling him MVP since late April. And so we've got some guys. We're playing good baseball. I like where our demeanor's at. If you could be around Evan Huddleston right now, who's a guy that's won a state title in basketball, won a state title in baseball, he is the happiest guy to be around. He keeps the locker room great. And so right now, I love where we're at mentally, and I'm excited to see where we stand after this game.
First pitch when we come back. Thank you, Coach.
That was Wes Shanks just moments ago here in the press box as the Bees get set to take on the Chester County Eagles. The senior right-hander Juju Yano on the mound for Upperman. He's been sensational in his recent outings. They're looking for more of that here against a very good Chester County lineup, particularly 1 through 5. It's an Eagles team that can hit the cover off the baseball. Not a ton of long balls this year, but very balanced. Couple above 400. The next 3 all above 300. Not quite the balance in the lineup that Upperman has, but a dangerous lineup nonetheless. That'll bat 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the catcher Brooks Johnson. Third baseman Dean Estes bats second. Lane Estes is the pitcher. He bats third, with Caleb Cole, the first baseman, cleaning it up. Jace Goff bats fifth. He's the center fielder. Jaden Weaver, the shortstop, bats sixth. The right fielder, Chase Garner, bats seventh. Braylon Robinson is hitting today as the DH. He bats eighth. And Ethan Burks rounds out the order. Ethan Rhodes not batting today, being hit for by Robinson. The Bees decked out in their black jerseys, white pants, the gold letter Bees across the chest. The Eagles in the white jerseys, white pants with powder blue numbers and letters. Let's get it on in the first round of the state tournament. And the fastball is across at 80 miles an hour from Yano. The velo for all of Upperman's pitchers has ticked down in recent weeks, and Wes Shanks talked about the fact they're getting up there in innings. They recognize it, but it is what it is. 3 guys above 60 innings pitched, with the top 3 in the rotation. Yano's next pitch dots up the outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2 to Brooks Johnson. Bees won the coin toss, so to speak, so they're the home team in this one. They'll get to bat last. Yano says no to rookie Allison's first call. Haven't seen the slider yet from Juju. And he will rock and deal the 0-2 home, and he got him. Wave and a miss on the off-speed pitch, and it is a dominant three-pitch Thompson Machinery and Capital Store strikeout for Yano to open up the ball game. Here comes Dean Estes, and he leads the team in average. We thought he'd be on the mound today. He is not. Lane Estes is. Both are good options, but he's pitched nearly double the amount of innings that Lane has. But they're playing the different sort of chess game in this one, and Juju is dealing right now. Dots up the inside corner with a fastball, and it's quickly 0-1 for the senior righty. He's been pounding the zone in recent weeks, and it really started, if you remember, back to the station camp game where he just mowed through the Bison. 14 punch-outs in the complete game victory for him. Has not looked back since then, and he finally throws a ball as that one misses outside, and it's 1 strike here to Dean Estes. Now that breaking ball rips across, misses low, and it's 2-1 for the first time an Eagle goes ahead in the count. They love a fast start. Upperman hungry to get a 0-0 tie and see if Fallon and the big bats can make some noise early. The 2-1, that one's fouled up and out of play. Big ballpark here in Smyrna. Similar dimensions to Baxter. 330 into the corners, 370 with an elevated wall in dead center field for about 40 feet or so. Yano working quickly as always. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball called. Strike three on the inside corner, and Juju dealing early. It's back-to-back Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeouts for Upperman senior pitcher. Here comes Lane Estes trying to help his own cause and become a base runner, and that breaking ball nasty. Started right in at the body, dove back. Of course, we don't have video, but you know exactly what I'm talking about from Yano out there on the mound. And they would love quick innings out of him today. Go deep into this outing as pitch number 1 is a fastball fouled back. Now at 83. Juju maxes out about 87 this year, but it's been down about 85 when he's topping out in the past week or so. Pitched really well in that extra innings victory against Red Bank, game 1 of that sub-state series as the 0-1 misses low. Rookie Allison catches the balls and strikes. Alec Wilson's at first, Braden Green at second, Carson Shoops at third with Chris Worsing at short. Evan Huddleston in left, Carson Holroyd in right, and Justin Fallon quarterback center for the Bees. The 1-1 slider, that one close but no cigar, 2-1. Lane Estes trying to see some pitches here from Yano. 2 up, 2 down so far for the Eagles. The 2-1 fastball right down Main Street, and it's quickly 2-2 here. And if you're an Upperman fan, you love the start from Yano early on. When he's throwing well, he is tough to hit. He rocks and deals the 2-2. This one chopped over, going to be work for Braden Green. Catches it on a hop, plenty of time. Throws to first in time. And a 1-2-3 first inning for Yano and the Bees defense sends us to the bottom half scoreless. This is coverage of Upperman baseball in the Class 3A state tournament, presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing and Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 as the Bees defense puts up a 1-2-3 top half. Little change in the order today for the Bees. We'll tell you about it as we go through the starting lineup. Justin Fallon leads it off, the center fielder. He'll be followed up by the shortstop, Chris Worsing. Alec Wilson, the first baseman, bats third with the catcher, Rookie Allison, cleaning it up for the Bees. The pitcher, Juju Yano, bats fifth today. Braden Green, one spot up in the lineup. The second baseman bats sixth. Carson Shoup, heck of a 7-hole hitter, drops into the 7-hole today. The right fielder, Carson Holroyd, bats eighth, and Evan Huddleston, who is on a tear in the postseason. Secondary leadoff man for the Bees in the 9-hole. And their opponent on the mound, we talked about in pregame. They give the ball to the right-hander, Lane Estes. On the season, a 1.99 ERA. This is his 14th appearance. He's 4-3 in just 31 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 24 hits, 23 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 9 earned runs, 11 total. He'll be tasked with limiting an Upperman offense that has been very consistent this entire season since basketball season ended. Justin Fallon will climb in first, batting .405 on the campaign. He's back to 100%. You saw the inside the park home run that iced the game at Red Bank. And the biggest bat in the Upper Cumberland will lead off the only set of at-bats for an Upper Cumberland team. The Bees, the only Upper Cumberland baseball team to make the spring fling. It's not the first time they've done that, but they have that luxury again as the 1-0 misses upstairs to Fallon. Estes a little bit up on that one. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball waved at and missed. That's 83 on the gun. Of course, we've got Jeff Beatty Goolsby on stats to our right. Young helping us out behind as well. Young Holroyd is the 2-1 off-speed pitch. That one drops in at 70 miles an hour, and it's 2-2 to Fallon. Chris Worsing looming behind. The 2-2 pitch from Estes to Fallon. Fastball called, strike 3. Justin thought it was low, but Estes gets the call, and that's a great start for him on the mound as he gets one of the best hitters in the class to sit down. Here comes the regular season MVP in District 7 AAA, Chris Worsing, the do-it-all sophomore. You're going to see him on the mound in this tournament. The Bees hope that that game is on Friday to go to the state championship game as he fouls off the first pitch he sees, and he's turned it on even more so. Hard to believe in the postseason, batting .452 in 9 games with 11 RBIs and 5 doubles. He was Mr. Single early. Now he's Mr. Consistency for this Upperman team. Estes with the 0-1. That one bounces in, evens the count up at 1. So the Eagles trying to match what they saw Yano do in the top half, work 1, 2, 3. And we typically do see in the state tournament, especially in game 1, as the 1-1 slider is rolled over, and that's a base hit for Chris Worsing down the third base line. He'll take the turnaround first and retreat. Chris Worsing with a 1-out single sets the table for Alec Wilson. I was saying that typically pitchers will control early a lot of times in the state tournament, and Chris Worsing says maybe not so fast. Mr. Consistency does it again. Here comes the Carson Newman signee, Alec Wilson. He will be the starting pitcher tomorrow for the first game for the Bees. Their ace in their rotation. Pitcher of the year in 7 AAA. First pitch misses inside to him for ball 1. He had every right to feel like he should have been on the stage yesterday in the Mr. Baseball ceremony. He was not, and he'll try to put on a show in his final state tournament. As Estes delivers out of the stretch, this one chopped up the middle. Could be 2. Shortstop flips to second for 1. Throw to first in time. Delayed call, but they say he got him. A 6-4-3 double play for the Eagles gets him out of the inning, and we head to the second scoreless here at Smyrna. This is the Class 3A state tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment, Nelson Trophy, and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. We head to the top of the second as the Eagles turn a 6-4-3 double play. Bang Bang call at first. They get it, and we are scoreless. Juju Yano back to work. Due to T-Ball regulations, we are not permitted to video stream in the state tournament, so that is why we are audio only, but we'll tell you all the action. Don't worry. And close your eyes and envision it as Jacob Vinson, hardest working man in Upper Cumberland sports, maybe only second to Michael Lindsay, who's been putting in the legwork as well, has made his trip over. He called the Gordonsville Tigerettes, advancing in the winner's bracket. They are 1 win away from the state tournament or state championship game in Class 1A, which they will win.
Probably play Highland Rock Brewston again.
They will win that championship. This tournament, a little bit more up for grabs. You didn't miss much, Jacob. You missed the pitchers throwing well. A single for Chris Worsing, a surprise, and a ground into a double play. Bang, bang play at first back in the first inning. And here we go as the sun sets, and apparently the people on NFHS can't see it because of the glare on the camera. But we're telling you what happens.
Glad they're tuned in here.
You just got to trust us. We're going to tell you all the action. Just trust us.
Hey,
Giuliano facing off against 4, 5, 6.
How about the facility upgrades here at Smyrna High School?
I mean, that
Brand new building right behind us.
That workout facility is nice. First pitch for Yano. That slider's really been working for him early against Caleb Cole. Across for strike one as it dives in the outside corner.
Of course, former ex-Red Sonny Gray's name on the entrance as you walk in here at Smyrna High School as well.
It is Sonny Gray Stadium, and Cole 0 for 2. They've had zero chance on anything for Yano so far. A lot of baseball to be played, but you got to feel good about that if you're an Upperman fan, as it's quickly 0-2. Roxon fires. That slider bounces in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cole.
Yeah, you texted, obviously, just now getting here, but you look at the stats, 1 time through already. First 3 batters, couple of strikeouts. So Yano, who has been really, really solid his last couple of outings, seems like he's got the goods again today.
Been hanging around 83 with the fastball. That's where we've seen him here recently. The 1-2 pitch. He throws that one. It's swung on and missed. Strike 3. May have been foul tipped. Either way, it is the third Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout for Juju Yano.
And I did remember I do have to run the scoreboard down here as well. So we're getting back into it.
We are. And you will have the router tomorrow so that we don't have all those connection issues.
We apologize to our fans at Gordonsville.
Jace Goff going to climb in. He's the center fielder trying to solve Yano. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1 on the fastball.
Beautiful day for baseball, though. Breeze seems like it's starting to finally settle down a little bit. Still no clouds whatsoever to speak of.
This one swung on, popped a mile up into the air in the infield. Braden Green says he has it, and he does. And again, it's 2 up, 2 down. And Cody, I see your comment, my friend, but if you think I'm going to help that stream, that is not in my best interest, so I'm not going to do that. Here comes Jaden Weaver, and Jacob, we're talking. This is important. Juju working quickly at just 19 pitches. Going to be maxed out at 74 today as far as he can get into this ball game so that they only have to go 48 pitches between Worsing and Wilson, the better off the Bees will be.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to save your arms to possibly have them again. If he throws up to that 74, then you would have him available for a Saturday possible championship ball game, of course, if you get there. And you always want to have that opportunity with him at least in your back pocket.
This one fouled back. We've been all across creation today between softball, baseball, as it's 0-1. Yano delivers. Goodness gracious, the slider's nasty. Doesn't get the call that time. He wants to know if it's inside. The umpire says yes. That rips in past Weaver.
Yeah, just barely missing inside.
The 1-1 pitch. He threw it again. That time it missed low. 2-1.
It's got to be kind of tough right now for rookie Allison behind the plate with that sun beating down beyond the left center field wall.
Yeah, in warm-ups, they were sometimes just letting the balls go when they were coming in to the backstop. The 2-1, that one misses up. And the first 3-ball count for Yano goes to Jaden Weaver, the 6-hole hitter, trying to become a base runner for the Chester County Eagles. First state tournament for them in nearly a decade, 9 seasons. 3-1, fastball. That one gets the call in the outside corner, and we run full at 3-2.
And I'm sure you've mentioned it, but obviously big park here at Smyrna High School, 370 dead center, very similar to Baxter, but even a little bit bigger down the lines.
3-2, payoff pitch. This one fouled off, and Upperman loves this park. They played here to kick off last season, where they won in run rule fashion. They played here 3 years ago in the state tournament when they won it, and they went 3-0 in this ballpark. So 4-0 for the senior class in this park. The 3-2, that one misses outside. A good AB for Jaden Weaver as he heads down to first and sets the table for Chase Garner with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's really good for Chester County, especially against Juju Yano, who had been mowing through those first 4 or 5 in the lineup. Finally able to get a guy on, and you mentioned it, this Chester County team, they've got a lot of tall guys out there. This is one of them right here coming to the plate.
Yeah, Chase Garner is a tall kid. Not the bulkiest kid in the world, but he is long. Makes the strike zone a little bit bigger for Yano. See if he can dot it up. Trying to bounce back in the stretch for the first time. That slider is disgusting. A cross in there for strike 1.
It starts right at that left shoulder, and you're backing out because you think it's going to come in and hit you, but it's got so much break on it. Check to first, and not much off the back over at first, so able to get back in safely, but it just kind of freezes you. And then even if you're able to pull the trigger, you're not going to get great contact on it.
As is tradition, the Bees have bleached their hair in all sorts of different ways on their trip to the state. The 0-1, slider again. That one around the inside corner, 66 miles an hour, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, that's pretty good when he can go mid-80s, drop it all the way down to 66
Yano
with a ton of movement.
trying to strand that runner over at first. Here comes the 0-2 home from Yano. Slides and deals. Threw it again. Swung on and missed. And it is 4 Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeouts for Juju Yano here in inning number 1 and 2. We head to the bottom of 2. Still scoreless. Bees will try to break that tie. This is Upperman Baseball in the Class 3A State Tournament presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Ammonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring a piece of property with endless opportunities in the heart of Cookeville. This property is located near Cookeville High School and zoned for local commercial. You can bid on this property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends Thursday, May 22nd at 2 p.m. Ammonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Lane Estes back to work. He's going to face off against 4, 5, 6 in the Upperman order. The Bees do have a base runner, came on a single, but then a 6-4-3 double play ended the threat for the Eagles in the first. We are scoreless as rookie Allison, Juju Yano, and Braden Green up into the 6th spot today. We'll try and put some pressure on.
Yeah, and this Bees lineup, we've talked about it all season long, but obviously no holes in this lineup whatsoever. How about Braden Green these last couple of weeks, especially in that sectional round of the 3-game series? Really the only batter that's looking to kind of get it going is Carson Shoup coming up here in the lineup.
That's just going to face off against Allison, who roared to life in that sub-state series. He watches ball 1 miss low and outside. How about in the postseason for rookie Allison, up to 333, and in that sub-state series, 385. He had 5 hits, 2 doubles, and both of them were rockets. As that one misses, and it's quickly 2-0 here from Estes to Allison. 2-0 pitch, that one. Gets the strike call in the outside corner, and so far to RI, that's been a favorable spot for the pitchers. It's been a fairly wide zone. Here comes the 2-1. That one fouled back, and from 2-0, we go to 2-2.
Yeah, and obviously Juju Yano was kind of getting that breaking ball call in the inside corner a couple of times there in that last inning. So, if you're going to hit your spots, you're probably going to get the calls.
Yano on deck as Allison weakly rolls this one up the middle. Long way for the shortstop to go. He's off balance and cannot make the throw. Going to be an infield single for rookie Allison, and the Bees have a leadoff base runner.
Yeah, just hit it perfectly right up the middle. Kind of bounces off the mound there, and no real chance for the shortstop. He got to it, but was slow enough that rookie Allison had plenty of time to get down to first. Never able to get it out of the glove either. Juju Yano will bat with rookie Allison staying at first base.
Weaver made the play to end the first inning, but that time no chance and just ate it. And there is no runner coming out for rookie Allison, which is quite all right, as Juju Yano will try to help his own cause. The most clutch bat over the last 4 seasons for the Upperman Bees in his senior campaign. Watches strike 1 again on that outside corner.
Yeah, and he obviously plays with a ton of fire, a ton of juice. We saw that at Red Bank last week. Getting some big outs on the mound, doing the job at the plate.
25 RBIs on the season for Yano. This is an Upperman team that doesn't have one of those huge RBI guys. Chris Worsing has 31, but they have 7 guys with 18+, and the other is Justin Fallon, who, of course, has played in limited action this year, but already is up to 14 RBIs. So that's that 1 through 9 hitting, as it's quickly 0-2 here to Yano. A little dummy steal for Allison. He stays put. Pitch misses low and outside. Sun starting to set and lose some of its harshness over there, over the left field wall. A 1-2 from Estes to Yano. That one misses upstairs, and a good eye from Julian Yano here. We're talking PA announcers in the last 2 places. I think I'm the only person who calls him Julian sometimes. It's Juju.
That kind of.
The 2-2. This one weakly roll could be 2. Right back to the pitcher. Estes throws to second for 1. Throw to first. That is not in time. Yano legs it out on the fielder's choice, and he trades places with Allison for out number 1.
Yeah, and a good play by Estes. Turn to second, get the out there. Yano legging it out hard, so takes it out of the double play, but obviously still in play with a runner at first base and the 1 out. But yeah, you mentioned kind of similar to me calling Kalen Roberts for Gordonsville softball. They call her KK Roberts.
Here comes Braden Green, who is batting just under 200 points north of where he was a year ago. When you talk about reasons Upperman is back here, him and Carson Shoup and Carson Holroyd
Yeah.
as that pitch misses. Those three have ignited this lineup, which is 1,000 times better and more clutch than it was a year ago. And it's why they're back here, and it's why they had their sights set on a return trip to the title game. But to get there, this is a big first step. As Estes, 1-0 to Braden Green, comes home. Yano looking to take second, throw down, not in time. Wow, he called him out. Wes Shanks cannot believe it, and I don't blame him. Juju looked to be safe by a mile, and the field umpire called him out. Wes Shanks cannot believe it, and Jacob, I can't either.
Yeah, the high was throw coming in, and Yano already into his slide, pretty much laying flat on the ground as he was diving into second base. Seemed like he was well under the tag. It was ball 2, so it does go to 2-0, but seemed like Yano had the stolen bag there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a bad call. And now Braden Green climbs in at 2-0, bases empty, and new life for Lane Estes. And that's 2 bang-bang plays that have gone against the Bees in the field early on in this one. They hope that does not continue. The 2-0, that one gets the bottom part of the zone, and it's 2-1 to Green. And Goose, who has the best lens in America, said he was safe by 5 feet. So there's the UCR replay, and right back to that spot again, and it's quickly 2-2, Estes back in it. So as we thought, apparently was not close, and he would tell us if it was the wrong call.
He would.
And 2-2 to Green. This one roped into right, and it will drop, and it should be 1-0 Bees. Instead, it's a 2-out single for Green, and he sets the table for Carson Shoup.
Yeah, and you mentioned the progressions of these 3 players, and Carson Shoup coming to the plate, Braden Green and Carson Holroyd as well. It's been the defensive play of Carson Shoup at third base, first base. He came behind the plate for a little bit. His bat's been pretty good, but Braden Green and Carson Holroyd at the plate have just taken this team to kind of that next notch and obviously making it back here to the state tournament.
First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Carson Shoup awaits, watches that pitch. Good fastball. 82, that's right about Estes been handing out. 83, 82. So similar velocity for the 2 pitchers. Shoup, the 7-hole hitter today. That one misses outside, and it's 2-1. And he's been a little bit more wild in the Bees. They want to force a decision sooner than they have to make one. He's at 28. Wild is relative. He's been around the zone. The 2-1 coming home to Shoup. That one called a strike, 2-2.
We talked about getting that outside corner call. It's been both ways so far.
So if you're a pitcher, adjust to that and start hammering that spot. 2-2 coming to Shoup. Estes delivers. This one weakly rolled back again towards short. More work. Takes the short route to second, and that will retire the side. The Bees have a couple of base hits but can't come through. It's 0-0 as we head to the third. Juju Yano back to work when we return. This is the Class 3A State Tournament presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Ammonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring multiple classic cars. From cruisers to drag cars and everything in between, this auction has what you need. You can bid on these cars at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on these online-only auctions ends Tuesday, May 27th at 2 p.m. Ammonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We head to the third, 0-0. 8-9-1 due up for Chester County. Juju Yano been really good through 2 frames, and the Bees feel like this game should be 1-0 right now.
Yeah, obviously the stolen base kind of looked like it got taken away from Juju Yano at second. Goosey's out there, got a good picture of it, saying he was safe by quite a bit. He said by 5 feet. And then the very next pitch, Braden Green ropes it to right field. May have been a close play at home, but at least you have the chance to send him home and make it a 1-0 game. The good thing is, Yano's got the goods on the mound. He's been really solid.
Braylon Robinson going to try and solve him. Just 1 base runner so far for Chester County. Came on a 2-out walk back in the second. It is 4 strikeouts so far for Yano, and he's looking to continue it here. And more importantly, right now, he's at just 29 pitches. He's got a max of 74, and then more likely than not, he's coming out of the game. West Shanks did give the caveat of it's tough to do if it's a 0-0, 1-1, 1-0 type of ball game.
Yeah.
But if they don't pull Julian Yano, they'd have to keep Wilson or Worsing under 55 tomorrow, and then it becomes even more difficult for you. So 74 pitches we anticipate for Juju in this ball game. The question is, how far will that take him? As the first pitch fastball waved at and missed, and they're just not seeing it right now out of his hands. 82 on the gun that time.
Well, that's big right now for Juju Yano in that pitch count. If they're swinging early in these counts, try to get some quick outs and get through these innings.
Takes a deep breath as he rocks and fires the 0-1. That time on the inside corner at 70. He's throwing a changeup today, and it's 0-2.
Well, we've seen Alec Wilson introduce that in these last couple of weeks. It's been really good, and seems like it's going through the staff.
All three of the big three are, and the slider dips away low, 1-2.
Robinson there, he kind of stepped up in the box with the 2-strike count.
Worsing threw that changeup first, and now the two seniors have started to mix it up. The 1-2 slider, called strike 3, nasty. Right there, Juju Yano with 5. Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeouts.
Yeah, Robinson wanted nothing to that one again. It just, as soon as you see it, it starts at your left hip, your left elbow area. Looks like it's going to hit you, and then you pick up the spin. You realize it too late, unable to pull the trigger, and Juju Yano with another K.
Ethan Burks climbs in. He's the 9-hole hitter trying to set the table. Mentioned this lineup for Chester County, solid but extremely top-heavy, more so than even Red Bank was. 1 through 4, all really good, all batting above 300. Then it falls a little bit average-wise down there. They've scored a lot of runs in the postseason. They've had a pretty good path into this state tournament. As here comes the 1-0 from Yano that time. Goes to that outside corner. It's really untouchable, but it's been a strike for both teams, and now you're seeing these experienced arms go after it.
And there's even a couple of times where Rookie Allison's had to reach a little bit to get to that spot.
And he goes right back there. That time misses outside, and it's 2-1. So this is the 9-hole hitter. I've seen everybody one time after Burks finishes up this at-bat. The 2-1, rocks and fires. This fastball chopped right back to him, and the everyday shortstop has it. Burks takes a tumble as he heads down the first base line, and it will be out number 2.
And I wonder if he got caught maybe on the lip where the dirt there at home plate and the grass meets. I don't know what it was, but he did lose his balance, and quick first couple of outs for Juju Yano on the mound.
2 up, 2 down. First time through the order, only one base runner for Chester County. Here's Brooks Johnson, struck out swinging to open up the ball game. Trying to put some pressure on the Bees. They've controlled the game, but it's scoreless at 0-0. They will have what they love to have. 8-9-1 coming up in the bottom half of this frame. First pitch slider. Didn't quite get that outside corner. That's 1-0.
Yeah, trying to hit that backdoor breaking ball to the lefty. Doesn't quite break in like you said.
1-0 fastball that time. Trying to get it again, but he's missing just a little bit out. First 2-0 count in a while for Yano.
And it's interesting. That's kind of similar pitches to what we see to righties on the other side, just not quite getting the call here to the lefty at the plate.
Yano rocks and fires. That time brings it inside. Couldn't tell you where it missed. 3-0.
Yeah, even Rookie Allison kind of taking a beat after he caught it. Kind of waiting just to make sure.
Love the way this game has started out there in the field for the Navy Blue as that one misses inside. Ball 4, and the leadoff batter in the order, Brooks Johnson, heads down to first. Back-to-back innings with 2 out walks, but Dean Estes leads the team in average over 430 on the season. Strides in here. Upperman felt good about their chances in this game. Similar to the Red Bank series, knew it would be a tough game. They have to execute to their level. So far, that's lived up to it, but Chester County hanging around scoreless. As Yano slides and deals. Goes right back to that breaking ball and gets the strike.
When you mentioned if they're able to get through this inning, 8-9-1, they really like having that coming up because those two guys at the bottom, Carson Holroyd and Evan Huddleston, the tears that they both have been on ever since the region tournament has been pretty impressive. They've been getting on, scoring a ton of runs here in these last 4 or 5 ball games.
Move over to first, not in time for Yano. He comes home with the 0-1 to Estes. Ball 1-1-1. Really the first time Juju's had to work, and this is how quickly it can go. Now he's up to 43 pitches.
Yep.
And he has about 31 more that they want him to throw today. 1-1. This slider weakly rolled Estes, and it's going to tick foul, and Rookie Allison picks it up the second it does. And that will be a very close strike 2.
That was really close. It looked like just bounced off the plate, barely went in front of the plate, and then was trying to turn over that third baseline right in front of the batter's box, and it was foul, but just by a baseball's width.
The winner of this game surprise, surprise, gets Greenville, Upperman and Greenville in every sport. Greenville defeated South Gibson earlier today 4-1 as the 1-2 from Yano. About to come home to Estes. Runner goes. This one rolled foul, and we'll do it again. Runner will retreat. And South Gibson, somewhat head-scratchingly, burned Cade Allen. The Tennessee signee is going to play at the next level, gets into the mid-90s with his fastball, and once he passed 75, it was ugly. Did not work out well, so he's cooked for the tournament, and now they go into the losers bracket. Here's the 1-2 coming home from Yano to Estes. Good on good here. That one misses away. A good grab by Allison, and it's 2-2.
Well, and that's where, obviously, the Bees, South Gibson's been here, Greenville's been here, but the Bees have the experience. Coach Shanks has the experience of when to pull guys, when to keep them in there, what pitchers to use at what times.
2-2, Yano trying to retire the side. Runner goes again. Another hit and run. Another foul ball. We'll do it one more time.
And obviously, South Gibson and Greenville, they've been mainstays here in this 3A state tournament the last few years,
but
too.
South Gibson hasn't done anything in this tournament.
Right.
Every year.
Yeah.
And it really was surprising to see them not come and get Allen. They felt like this was their year to be most prepared to go on a run, and now their trump card is done.
They had a really good team against this Upperman team 4 years ago, too.
2-2. That one falls off the table, and it's a full count, 3-2. And you see why Dean Estes has the reputation that he has working deep into counts.
Yeah, this is a tremendous AB right now, and it's really getting that pitch count up for Juju Yano as well.
48-19 in this frame alone for Yano. 3-2 payoff pitch. Fastball fouled off. We'll do it again. Now a 20-pitch inning for Yano. Usually you're fine, but with that 74 looming over your head.
And the good thing is, I mean, you said it, you've got Chris Worsing, Alec Wilson, you could go to Justin Fallon, Ricky Allison. We haven't seen Carson Holroyd recently in the postseason, but you could go to him as well.
3-2 payoff pitch. Yano comes home. Fastball, this one swung on, and it takes an awkward hop, gets past Green. Now a throw behind the runner at second, bounces in, and a great at-bat for Dean Estes. Runners at first and second. Chester County trying to strike first. It's their first base hit.
Yeah, and Brent Green shaded a little bit towards second base, a little bit further to his left, dove after it, tips off of his glove, into right field it goes, and you said it, Carson Holroyd was looking to maybe throw the runner out at second base, who got a little bit off the bag, but was able to dive back in time, just more of the token throw, and Coach Drombarger will come out, have a conversation with Juju Yano in his infields.
The pitching whisperer, Dalton Drombarger, going to come out and have a word with Julian Yano on the mound. Lane Estes at the plate. He's a 3-hole hitter, and he'll be trying to give himself a lead. He's had to deal with base runners on the other side in both frames so far. But Chester County in their first state tournament in 9 seasons would love an early advantage. Upperman, they've been down in what seems like every game recently throughout this postseason run. And they'd like to not do that here in this one.
And I think if you're the Bees and if you're Juju Yano, and specifically with the pitch count, if you can get through 4 innings, I feel pretty good about that. Even limiting him to just those 74 pitches. Obviously, you would love to get through 5, but 4 feels pretty good.
If you get through 4, you can go Wilson for 1 or 2, Worsing for 1, and Fallon for 1, and you're just fine if you're Wes Shanks. First pitch goes right back to the fastball, and that one's across for strike 1 to Lane Estes. He grounded out to Braden Green, back to in the first inning. The Bees would love for him to do that same thing here. Glance back. First runner in scoring position today. It's for Chester County.
And of course, for the Bees in that pitch count, and all of that relies on you got to get runs across on the other side, too.
The 0-1, fastball misses outside. Back pick to first, tag. Nope, the ball popped out. And the field umpire, Alec Wilson, did a great job to try and sell it because the ball did beat the runner back in, but it popped out of the glove. And Wilson, he's a senior. He knows he just picked it up and ran off, and the field umpire caught it. And so not quite able to get that runner on the rookie Allison patented back pick.
Yeah, it was a really good one. It kind of bounced in. Wilson did pick it, but I think it was on that tag. When he slid in, it kind of hit it out of the glove. And you said it, Wilson tried to sell it pretty well.
1-1 coming here. Yano fires home. Fastball fouled back. And it's 1-2. And Juju always wears it on his sleeve out there. He's a little bit frustrated. He wants to get this out. He recognizes the importance of getting it. And we do have action, and I believe it's Braden Wolke over in the Upperman bullpen to our left. He was really good against Red Bank, the sophomore over there. The 1-2. This one rolled over. Worsing has to go back on the backhand. Throws the second in time, and that will retire this side. Yano strands 2. We head to the bottom half. Holroyd, Huddleston, Fallon coming up for the Bees. Coverage presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Carson Holroyd, Evan Huddleston, Justin Fallon due up for the Bees. They've been all the base paths but haven't cashed in yet. And the first time Juju Llanos had to get out of trouble, he does so, gets the ground out in the fielder's choice.
Yeah, Juju Llanos doing the job. He's done the job the last few outings. Obviously going back to that Tullahoma one in the opening game of the region tournament, pitched a really good outing, but the 2-1 loss, got the job done against Red Bank and had to deal with a few base runners in that ball game as well. Obviously that one got a little bit chippy in that series against Red Bank, and he kind of thrives off of that. Now he's doing the job here against Chester County. Got to get the bats going, and this is normally where you find some success here for the Bees in this 8-9-1 and then getting back through that second time.
Carson Holroyd batting .292 on the campaign. He strides in here. He knows his job. Get on base for Evan Huddleston, who is raking behind a .440 average in the postseason for Kev. And then Fallon behind him. First pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. Bees not happy right now with anything happening from the gentleman in Navy. A head shake from Carson Holroyd. Here comes the 0-1. Estes back in, little check swing. He's able to keep those hands back, and it's 1-1.
He's still shaking his head.
Yeah, he's not happy about that one at all. He had to move a little bit, and the senior, it was one of those pieces that was on the team, but was just a runner back in their two championship games as this one smacked foul, and now he's a key member of this team. A stalwart in right field for this squad and a great 8-hole hitter, but he's behind the count 1-2.
Yeah, you talked about it. He's been a huge key to the success of the Bees this season. A big reason why they're back here in the state tournament again and trying to make a run.
He made a diving catch. Him and Huddleston did against Red Bank, which were gigantic. That series was.
Yeah, that Evan Huddleston
awesome.
one was incredible.
May have saved. It was incredible. 1-2. Holroyd smacks this one up into right field, giving chase in right, laying out, cannot get there. Holroyd rounds one, he's heading for two, and he's going to pull in with a Real Estate Collective double.
That's a really good job by Carson Holroyd, realizing it's going to be a tough play out in right field no matter what. He was running hard the whole time, and he is easily into second base as it gets on the turf out in right.
Chase Garner laid out for it. That was a mistake. He had no chance at it, and it bounced in, and he sets the table for Evan Huddleston with that base empty. Huddleston, who's been swinging a great bat, can bunt or swing away.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised either way at this point. I mean, he's been swinging a really good bat. He's a pretty good bunter himself with a lot of speed.
Well, here's a test of the commitment for West Shanks to small ball. They played so much more of it this year. May have cost them a state championship 2 years ago, not playing small ball. Now they're in the state tournament. Will they go to it? They sure will. Huddleston shows bunt, pulls back on ball one.
It was inside. If you can put a bunt down this third base line, good luck to the Chester County defense.
If Upperman plays small ball, they get it to at least extra innings against Greenville 2 years ago in that state championship game. They did it. It paid brutally. Now they want to move the runner over and score him with Fallon. That pitch misses outside, and first baseman Cole sprinting in towards Huddleston, who typically likes to push that bunt left down the third base line, and the third baseman still standing near the bag.
Yeah, and he's going to stay there with Carson Holroyd at second base.
So if Huddleston can get one down, here comes the 2-0. He was pulling back the whole time. Throw behind Holroyd. He's standing on the bag safely, and it's 2-1.
That was kind of the one to do it on. Obviously, you're up on the plate. You're stepping up in the box. So when it's inside, it feels like it's coming in right at you.
It was a no ball or no strike count, which means Huddleston was going to pull back. Let's be honest.
Yeah, true.
Evans not swinging or doing anything at no strikes. 2-1. Shows bunt again. Gets it down. This one right back to Estes. Pops off his glove. Everybody's safe. Now a throw behind Holroyd. He dives back in safely. Evan Huddleston reaches on the error as it popped off the glove of Estes. And here you go. Here comes that man. Runners at the corners for Justin Fallon.
It's exactly what Carson Holroyd and Evan Huddleston have been doing really here in the postseason. Been doing it all season long, but especially here in the postseason, it's been magnified. Both of them reaching. Great bunt. Estes can't handle it on the mound. Fake throw to first. Tried to throw behind Holroyd, but he's able to dive back in. Tremendous opportunity here for the Bees. First and third, nobody out. And Fallon coming to the plate, probably seeing a pitch. We'll see if Huddleston takes off for second as well.
Back to the big bats. Justin Fallon struck out looking on a pitch that was at the knees. He thought a little bit below the knees his first time up. We'll see if Huddleston, who's tied for the team lead in stolen bases, looks to swipe second. You don't want to necessarily let that field umpire make a call because he had a disastrous one earlier on that may have cost the Bees the lead. They're trying to take it here, and Fallon wants to make it 3-0. Runner goes. The 2-1 bounces in. It's blocked up from behind the plate, but it's a Turfmaster stolen base for Evan Huddleston.
Yeah, kind of bounced away from the catcher out to the right, but not far enough away for Carson Holroyd to come home and score. So now you've got runners at second and third, exactly what you're looking for, and 1-0 count to Justin Fallon.
Johnson was able to get enough of that one. Base is empty, but the ever-dangerous Chris Worsing looming on deck. Here comes the 1-0 to Fallon. That one misses away, and it's 2-0 now.
If you're the Bees, you got to cash in. You at least need one. With the way Juju Yano's throwing on the other side, been doing pretty solid.
Braden Wilkie continues to throw in the Upperman bullpen. The 2-0. Fallon ropes this one into left, and it's down. Holroyd had to wait, but he will score an RBI single for Justin Fallon, and Upperman strikes first. It's 1-0.
And it's exactly what you're looking for from Justin Fallon. And now in that leadoff spot, when you've got 8 and 9 on the base paths, able to play one, played pretty well defensively out there and left. Got to it quickly, got the throw in quickly, limits it to just the one run. But the Bees do get that one across. Still first and third with nobody out.
Tennessee Tech head coach Matt Bragg has got a smile on his face somewhere as he gets ready for the OVC tournament. Justin Fallon going to play for him at the next level starting next year, staying home. Here's Chris Worsing, ripped a single down the left field line. Climbs in here, looking for more now. Runners at the corners for the Bees. Throw behind Fallon. He's back in safely. Huge opportunity for the Bees. If they can get some run support here, that would be gigantic when it comes to the pitching calculation. 5 base hits already. Estes trying to battle in. First pitch to Worsing. Smacked, grabbed by the first baseman, Cole. He steps on the bag at first, and it's a huge double play for Chester County.
Yeah, outside part of the plate. Worsing, kind of an early swing, but it's off the end of the bat and right at Cole at first base. Justin Fallon was already into his secondary lead. Nothing he can do. It was lined right at him, steps on the bag, and a quick 2 outs for Chester County.
Great break for Chester County and a nice play made by Cole. And now from runners at the corners with nobody out, it's a runner at third with 2 outs. And Alec Wilson, who grounded into a double play, will try and score Evan Huddleston.
That's huge for the Eagles. And you mentioned it, kind of a gift right there. But they take advantage, and now they're trying to only limit it to the 1 run.
1-0. This one chopped over towards second, fielded cleanly. The throw to first is in time, and the Eagles able to minimize the damage significantly, but Upperman does get on the board. We head to the middle frames. It's 1-0 Bees. Coverage presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It is a call to the bullpen for Wes Shanks. Not necessarily who we were expecting, but not a surprise once he strode out there. They're giving the ball to the sidearm righty, the senior, rookie Allison. Got the save against Red Bank to send Upperman into the state tournament. Probably 54 pitches available today for him. And the senior Roan State signee going to try and keep this lead intact at 1-0.
Well, and now Juju Yano, he's under 55. So
Correct.
he is available for a Friday game as well, unless you want to re-enter him for whatever reason. I doubt it gets to that point. But you keep him under instead of 74 where he'd only be available Saturday. Now he's available Friday, so that's big for the Bees. You get that one run across. Here comes rookie Allison, who's looked really good in his last couple of outings.
And Wes Shanks is certainly thinking in this spot, listen, at the pitch count he's at, Juju has 1, maximum 2 very quick innings. Let's keep him available on Friday. Keep him a little bit fresher if he needs to pitch on Friday.
Yeah.
And if you don't need him on Friday and you work clean the way you want to, then you've got him really fresh in a potential state championship game. You're giving yourself more options, and it's a great option to go to the righty, rookie Allison, in this spot.
Yeah, and doesn't change a whole lot behind the plate. Carson Holroyd, a very serviceable catcher behind the plate as well. Brain Green goes out to right field with Chris Worsing moving over to second base and Yano back at shortstop. So your defense still really, really solid with rookie Allison coming to the mound.
Caleb Cole, Jace Goff, and Jaden Weaver, 4, 5, 6 due up here for Chester County. They trail 1-0. Feels like a bigger lead for the Bees. It's not, though, so they got to be careful here. 5 base hits to just 1. Juju Yano was really good in his 3 innings of work.
Yeah, he really was. He did the job, and he kept that pitch count low. He made it, gave the opportunity to Coach Shanks to go to a change like this one. You bring rookie Allison in, now you're looking for rookie Allison to be just as good as Juju Yano was. Keep putting zeros on the board.
Completely different arm slot for rookie Allison, the sidearm. He'll be in the 70s with the fastball. He's got that breaking ball off of it. And it's all about changing up the location for him as the first pitch misses outside. 78 on the gun, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one misses away, and it's 2-0. Juju Yano is going to pitch on Saturday if the Bees make the state championship game. We can go till the cows come home about the pitch count. That's the reality of the situation. And rookie Allison, he's going to throw a while. If he's throwing well, as he gets the 2-0 across, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, so you got to wait the 2 full days under 55. So that's what that is. So he is available for the Saturday if they make it there.
The 2-1. This one fouled off, and it's 2-2. And for the Bees, you're looking for as many options as you can have of your big 3 in particular. Your big 4 with Fallon, but he's typically not going long. The only thing to watch for Fallon is you can't pitch more than 3 days in a row in this state. The 2-2, breaking ball. Call, strike 3, 66 miles an hour on the slider, right at the knees for a Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout.
And that's the other part. Rookie Allison comes in, and that's a different arm angle coming at you. Obviously, the sidearm style, but then he can bring in that breaking ball too, and obviously that's going to move even a little bit differently than what Juju Yano throws in there. Much more of that slider action.
Here comes Jace Goff. He flew out and to Braden Green his first time up. Pitch number 1 right there for Allison. 79 on the gun, and it's 0-1. And you do wonder if Allison gives you 3 innings, if you may see the change of pace to Fallon, try and close the door. But that's a long way away. The 0-1. It's quickly 0-2, and after 2 straight balls to open up his outing, rookie Allison has found the zone.
Yeah, he has, and you said it, just kind of settling in, and he's normally a guy that comes in and throws strikes. Just took him a couple of pitches.
He got the backwards K to send the Bees to the state tournament. Here's the 0-2. That one's fouled off by Goff, and did that hit him?
No, it caught the fence.
Ooh, the Weaver on deck.
Yeah, just past him, caught the fence in front of the dugout down the first base line.
His life flashed before his eyes as he spun away from that one.
And everybody bounced off the fence from Chester County as well.
0-2 still here for rookie Allison, the senior. He's started behind the plate in 2 state championship games. Slider, my goodness, nasty. Finds the zone again for another called strike 3.
That's the thing. He has come in these last couple of outings in the postseason just absolutely pounding the strike zone. Really works that inside part of the plate to the right-handed batters, away to lefties, and has just been so solid.
Nobody has got a hit off of rookie Allison in the postseason yet. This is probably going to be his longest outing as Jaden Weaver climbs in, trying to solve him and become a base runner. Last 2 frames have seen 2 out base runners. That one a little bit up, and it's 1-0. You mentioned Carson Holroyd behind the dish now. Braden Green goes into right. Juju Yano goes to his standard shortstop spot. And Chris Worsing bounces over to second as that one misses up, and it's 2-0.
And now again, you're looking for another quick outing here for rookie Allison, just to have him available for possibly later in the tournament.
The 2-0 coming home. Close but no cigar. A little bit up, and it's 3-0 to Weaver. He's the 6-hole hitter, and it's been 2-out walks the last 2 frames that Chester County's been able to work. The 3-0 coming home. That one. Ball 4 right down the middle. Head on down to first goes Weaver, and here comes Garner.
Maybe a little bit low, but even Weaver was still waiting just a second just to see if it was ball 4.
Well, he didn't get any calls on borderline high pitches, and then he brings it lower and gets the ball, and you're thinking, do I have to throw it in a 3-inch radius, or what's the deal? Here's Chase Garner, struck out swinging against Yano.
That's a tremendous pick by Alec Wilson at first.
Yeah, that ball was almost going into foul territory. Mentioned Big Park, small foul territory here in Smyrna. The backstops, that's a medium size. That one misses in, tips off the glove of Holroyd. Runner advances over, and Chester County has the tying run in scoring position with 2 outs.
Yeah, you mentioned that backstop. It's not a huge backstop, but that one got into the net, so the ball kind of got held up in that net. No chance for Carson Holroyd, and a throw down to second.
Now Garner trying to tie the game with one swing of the bat. The 1-0 fouled off right into the mask of the umpire. He's all right, and it's 1-1.
He had a big swing on that one as well. He was looking for one spot, got it there, and just couldn't quite connect.
Wes Shanks, just the gamesmanship come out. You good? Gets the thumbs up. Garner climbs back in at 1-1 against rookie Allison in his first inning of relief. Slides in and delivers. That one dips away. A good block. Holroyd going to throw behind. Dangerous. This one gets into the outfield. But Fallon races up to back it up and hold the runner there, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and a good thought. Just Yano couldn't quite get the glove there. He was kind of had him sliding in front of him as he kind of got tripped up, trying to get down to it. The throw on the left side of the bag as you're looking at it from home plate.
If you lose this game, you play at 10 a.m. tomorrow for your season against South Gibson. You win, you're against Greenville at 12:30. The 2-1, this one chopped up the middle. Worsing goes back, long throw, pops out of his glove. Now he throws behind the runner at third. The tag not in time. And that's going to be an E4 for the Bees, and it's runners at the corners for Chester County, threatening again with 2 outs. Here comes the 8-hole hitter, Braylon Robinson.
It would have been a tough play, but one you expect Chris Worsing to make. He got a good glove on it, but then on the transfer, that's where it kind of popped out. Wasn't able to get the grip on the baseball with the right hand, the throwing hand. Moving to his right, would have had to throw back to his left over to first base, and just unable to get the job done. So now an opportunity here for Chester County with 2 outs.
Big moment here. They're not one of the big 4 on the mound for the Bees. Rookie Allison trying to hunker down and get a big third out after working 2 punch-outs to start his outing. That's a fastball right down Main Street at 79 for strike 1.
He needed that one. Get ahead in one of these counts and kind of settle yourself in.
0-1, Robinson struck out looking to open the second. Now he sends this one. Rookie Allison jumps up and flashes the glove. A great play by the everyday catcher to make the play, and out number 3. He strands 2 runners on, and we head to the bottom half. Bees looking to add on to a 1-0 advantage. Coverage presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Score update in the tournament on the other side. White House and Tullahoma tied up at 2. Tullahoma did not throw Balin Tootin today. Interesting decision. They didn't go with him. Chester County back to work in the field. Upperman going to look for some insurance here. 4-5-6 in the bottom of the fourth, with the Bees leading 1-0.
And speaking of, we saw that White House team late in the season for the Bees, able to win that game, but that White House team has really turned it on in the postseason, playing some pretty good baseball for this Bees team. What a job by rookie Allison coming on, getting out of the inning. He made a heck of a play on the mound. He had to jump up and make a very athletic play as it took a big hop. If he doesn't get there, it's going to be a tough play for Chris Worsing. He's able to get the job done.
Rookie Allison has a single today, climbs in here for attempt number 2 against Estes as he fouls it back, and it's 0-1. So we'll keep an eye on Lane Estes. Not their number 1 in terms of innings. Dean Estes is. He's at 46 pitches, so are they looking for 74? Are they just going to let him go as Allison rolls this one over to third? It's grabbed cleanly on the hop, long throw. Great one across for out number 1.
Yeah, that's a good job over at third base. Hit pretty sharply by rookie Allison, but gloved well. Good throw as well, and get the speedy rookie Allison in time.
That is Dean Estes, the best player for the Eagles over there making it. Here's Juju Yano. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Attempt number 2 here for the senior, one of this prolific senior class. Upperman's seniors trying to become the best senior class in Upper Cumberland baseball history with a long run in this tournament. As the first pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. They've already won a state championship. They've made another championship game, their third state tournament. Here comes the 1-0. Really the only rival, some of these kids' dads back in the early 90s in Baxter as well.
Yeah, over 100 wins in their careers as well.
2-0, that one misses. Oh my goodness gracious, call that a strike. Johnson had to reach across into the other box, and it's 2-1. How are we here? Here comes the 2-1 home. Yano sends this one foul, and it's 2-2. There have been 3 or 4 bad calls in this game.
Some interesting ones.
Across the field. 2-2 to Yano. Estes sends this one, and this is way up into the night sky. Shortstop tracking it, moves to his left, and makes the catch. And for the first time, it's 2 up, 2 down here for the Eagles defense.
And the lighting not an issue here at Smyrna. Those brand new LEDs all across the field. A nice play there at shortstop. That was one of those where it kind of gets above the lights. You kind of have to find it that second time as it re-enters.
Braden Green ripped a base hit into right his first time up. Gets attempt number 2 against Estes, who's giving his team a chance to win. That's exactly what they needed. Green sends this one into center, but the center fielder was shading forward, and he makes the catch. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles defense. We barrel into the 5th, still 1-0 Bees. Coverage presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on UCR Media Network.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
9-1-2 due up for Chester County. Got a good ball game brewing. It's 1-0 Bees here in round number 1 of the state tournament. You win this game, you're in a much better place, avoiding elimination games tomorrow, at least to start the day. Rookie Allison is back to work. Got 2 strikeouts, then a walk and an error, put runners at the corners, but he was able to work a ground out to retire the side back in the last frame.
Yeah, obviously the Bees, they've taken that long route before and gotten to the state tournament a couple of years ago when they faced Greenville in that state tournament. They would much rather not do that and have their backs against the wall for, 3 straight games, whatever it is. And you get a win today and try to make it just a little bit easier on yourself.
If you win today, you play tomorrow at 12:30. You win, you play 1 game the next day, you win, you're in the state championship game. If you lose today, you have to win 2 tomorrow and 2 on Friday just to make the state championship game, and all of them would be high leverage ball games. That is a tough road to ride. You're right. 2 years ago, They beat Tennessee, down 6-0, came back to win that game. Beat Dyer County twice to advance, but they won the first game of the tournament that year. That's still a lot better than having to play an extra elimination game. Ethan Burks climbs in. He grounded out back in his first appearance. And pitch one misses low and outside from rookie Allison.
Well, in this game, obviously, it's already fairly close to the ending here in the fifth, and it's going to get to the end in a hurry.
And just 1-0. The Bees have controlled the game, but it is not safe. That one misses inside for ball two, and it's 2-0.
And that was that little check swing on Ricky Allison again. He's bringing it in with that sidearm, so it kind of starts on the inside corner. That one never really left that spot.
Be interesting if they need to go somewhere else as we're about to flip the lineup over. Where will Wes Shanks go? 2-0, that one. Gets that outside corner, 79, and it's 2-1. Ethan Burks at the plate, then we flip it over. Brooks Johnson, Dean Estes. If you're going to get a rally started for Chester County, it's the last guaranteed ABs for the top of your order. 2-1, a little bit low and outside, and it's 3-1. Don't want to lose the 9-hole batter.
And Allison has lost that control a little bit here, especially after getting a quick couple of outs his first time in.
He's at 23 pitches as well, so if he goes two more, he's done for tomorrow. This one chopped over towards Wilson. Tough play. He fields, has to make an underhand flip. Bang, bang, play. Got it. Rookie Allison covers the bag and gets it for out number one, rather. 24 pitches for rookie Allison. We'll see if Wes Shanks is going to come get him or not.
That's a heck of a play by rookie Allison and Alec Wilson. It was kind of that slow grounder, speedy runner running down first. Wilson has to have the quick flip. Allison has to get to the bag as well, catch and step on the bag at the same time. He's able to do it just in time for the first out of the inning.
So no move from Wes Shanks. It's rookie Allison's game for the next 31 pitches. As that one comes inside, called a ball to Brooks Johnson, who's walked and struck out today.
So that'll take him out for those games tomorrow, but then he could come back in on a Friday game, possibly.
The 1-0. This one rolled over, long way for Yano. Fields cleanly, throws across the infield. It's offline, and it's an error. The E6 puts Johnson at first and sets the table for Dean Estes.
Yeah, he knew he had to be quick with the leadoff batter coming to the plate, and he fielded it cleanly, but then on the transfer, didn't make a great throw, just a little bit high. Wilson had to come up the line, and if he would have kept coming, he would have run into Johnson. Was running down first, and Carson Holroyd backing it up, so just staying at first base after it did go into foul territory on the error.
Second error of the game for the Upperman middle infield. Second error of the last couple of innings. Here comes Dean Estes. Worked a great count and ripped a single his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch slider. Doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. Former Mr. Baseball, Eli Huddleston in attendance. Mr. Basketball, Ty Cobb in the building as well.
King Shanks was down there.
You got to say it like that, though. Ty's name. Good pitch across to Estes at the knees, 1-1. Bees basketball team state champions. They got a great chance to go on a healthy run with number 0 there. Here's the 1-1. Doesn't get the call that time on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Going to that spot again. That's a ball, but it's been called a strike. Lead it first after reaching on an error for Johnson. Good pitch across, and it's 2-2 to Estes as Allison, trying to get one of the biggest bats in the order, sat down again.
He hadn't been too keen on swinging early on in this count, trying to work it deep, but he had a great AB his last time up there.
Worked full, fouled off a couple of pitches, and then hit the single. Taking his time now, the 2-2 from Allison. This one, late decision, and it's just flicked foul. We'll do it again.
You got to be ready in that on-deck circle.
Yeah, it's close over there. There's been a couple of close calls. 2-2 coming to Estes. Runner goes. Hit and run again. Fouled off again. And we will do it again.
Yeah, how many times are we going to see that tonight? Obviously, that second time to the plate. First time, second time to the plate. He was able to foul off quite a few times. Runner went a couple of times.
And now a throw over. Wilson able to grab it, but runner back in plenty of time. Plenty of coverage coming tomorrow from Rutherford County. Gordonsville softball, 1 game away from the state championship game. The 2-2 slider. This one rolled over, long way for Yano. Has it cleanly. Long throw. Bang, bang play. Not in time. Good throw that time. He says Wilson came out the bag. He didn't. Estes just beat him out. And now runners at first and second. We'll see if Wes Shanks makes a move here You're only up 1-0. Not a lot of room for error if you're the Bees.
Yeah, that one a tough play. Deep in the hole at that sixth spot of the slow roller and really did all he could do. Got to it in time on the backhand. Pretty good throw. Just able to beat it out was Estes.
Brain Wolke throwing again over in the Upperman pen. Climbing in his lane, Estes trying to get himself out of line for a loss. Hard hit to short. Flip to 4 for 1. Throw to first in time. 6, 4, 3. Double play. Inning over. Rookie Allison gets out of a jam as Yano and Worsing turn 2. We head to the bottom half. Bees looking for insurance in a 1-0 ball game on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring a piece of property with endless opportunities in the heart of Cookeville. This property is located near Cookeville High School and zoned for local commercial. You can bid on this property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends Thursday, May 22nd at 2 p.m. Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Another 6-4-3 double play. The Bees have had a knack for that the past couple of ball games. Middle infield has made 2 errors in this game, Jacob. They make up for it there in a big way.
And that ball was sharply hit as well. It got onto Yano in a hurry, which kind of helped him out to flip it in time. He was able to glove, secured the baseball. Good flip to second. Good throw by Worsing to get the out at first. And rookie Allison has worked through 2 innings. He's come in and he's done the job, and we'll see if now Coach Shanks goes to the bullpen again coming up in the 6th.
7, 8, 9 due up. They have one job. Get on base for Fallon and company as Upperman looks for some significant insurance. Carson Shoup grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. Attempt number 2 here. It is still Lane Estes out there on the mound. He's at 53 pitches for the Eagles, and he's given his team a chance. Upperman's seen him well, but it's only 1 run across. Worked through some trouble and done a nice job for this Eagles squad. Here comes the 1-0. That's a good pitch. Called a strike, 1-1.
It'll be interesting to see if, obviously, 55 now, so.
That's gone.
Yeah, so you're going to 74, and then we'll see if he goes past that.
1-1. Shoup ropes this one into center. Long way to go, and he can make the catch. A tremendous over-the-shoulder grab in center for Jace Goff. That takes 3 bags off the board for Carson Shoup.
That ball was absolutely hammered by Carson Shoup. Playing shallow in center field was Goff, but he turned on the jets, and you said it, reached up at the last second. If he doesn't haul it in, it's easy 3 bases for Carson Shoup, and that one gets all the way to the wall.
Tremendous job. Yeah, that could have been real interesting for Shoup, trying to get his first career home run. He's been flirting with it. He's got power out of that 7th spot, and it almost came to backfire. And look how far the infield is in right now, Jacob. The wind has died down. It was really whipping earlier. They are way in for Chester County as Holroyd smacks this one up into the air. Ranging up is the right fielder this time, making the catch. And it is now 7 straight Bees retired by the Chester County Eagles. Here comes Evan Huddleston.
Did you mean the outfield there?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, it worked out there
Whatever
because, like you said, the right fielder playing in. It is that shallow fly ball and able to get to it in time, and it almost burnt him on Carson Shoup's line drive out to center field.
Jacob, forgetting since we're audio only, he didn't have to correct me, and nobody would have known better, but thank you. Huddleston forced an error on a bunt his last time up and stole a bag.
I kind of rolled into my point. That's the only reason I asked.
Yeah. The 1-0 to Huddleston. Watches that one miss up and in, and Estes now behind the count 2-0, and it's been very aggressive at the plate for the Bees the past couple of frames. They get into that kick sometimes. 2-0. That one's a called strike, 2-1. 78 that time, so the velo coming a little bit down for Estes. He was at 83 earlier. And now Huddleston going to have a word with Wes Shanks, who calls time. Wes Shanks already passed 100 career wins, obviously, as he's tracked with his senior class. He is cementing himself as one of the top coaches in the class. A mainstay now in the state tournament are the Bees. Here's the 2-1. That one misses, and it's 3-1 now, and we'll see if Huddleston takes and tries to become a base runner for Justin Fallon.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
The 3-1 pitch. That one misses, and it's a Nick's Restaurant walk. Surprise, surprise. Evan Huddleston's reached twice. He heads down to first. Already has one stolen bag. Here comes Justin Fallon. Has an RBI single and a strikeout today.
Yeah, Justin Fallon hit the ball really hard his last time out to left field. Was able to plate that first run of the game for the Bees. We'll see what he can do here again against Estes.
Baseball under the light, 68 degrees. It's a perfect night out there in Smyrna. We're here in the press box. Happy to be along with you today. First pitch to Fallon, he wanted it. Laid off the inside fastball for called strike one. He started to trigger at it and then just waited.
The only thing he's doing with that is putting it in the third base dugout.
Right. Huddleston takes his lead. Estes with a glance, slides and comes home. That one misses low. 1-1.
Obviously base stealing threat over there at first, so got to pay attention to him. But with 2 outs, probably just trying to pay attention to the batter.
1-1. That one misses for a ball. 2-1. And Huddleston, the first base runner to reach since Fallon did back in the third inning. So it had been a while for Upperman, as Estes has done a really nice job out there after a slow start. And Fallon was trying to make it 3-0. Comes up empty on the letter high fastball, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, just a little bit out in front of it. Head came off of it, but he liked it coming in.
It's a big cut. Estes with a 2-2. Runner goes. That pitch misses. Oh, my goodness, he called strike 3. Terrible umpiring crew at Smyrna tonight. That retires the side. We head to the 6th. It's still 1-0. We'll see what West Shanks does. He's not happy. When we come back, coverage presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Ammonet's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring multiple classic cars. From cruisers to drag cars and everything in between, this auction has what you need. You can bid on these cars at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on these online-only auctions ends Tuesday, May 27th at 2 p.m. Ammonet's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We head to the top of the 6th, still 1-0. I'll tell you, Jacob, Chester County has gotten some breaks in this ball game, and it's still 1-0. They'll be trying to create some of their own luck here with 4, 5, 6 coming up.
Yeah, see if they can take advantage. They've had some base runners on here these last couple of innings. Rookie Allison's done a pretty darn good job in his 2 innings of work so far. He starts his 3rd inning here in the 6th, and it'll be interesting to see if he gets into a little bit of trouble. Obviously, we'll be paying attention to the pitch count as well. Who he goes to afterwards. Is it a Braden Wolke? Is it an Alec Wilson or a Chris Worsing to try to put this game to bed, especially with it being 1-0?
I suspect at this point, with the game the way it is, it's probably Big Al that would come in, but we'll wait and see. Rookie Allison trying to work clean and not have to face 1, 2, 3 in the order again. As Caleb Cole is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, climbs in here for his 3rd attempt. It's his 2nd against Rookie Allison. First pitch misses outside for ball 1, and Justin Fallon was not happy at all, and I can't blame him. He's been rung up twice. The first one was borderline, the last one, absolutely not. The 1-0. This one rolled over towards Alec Wilson, fields cleanly, and he'll underhand flip to Allison in time for out number 1.
Yeah, a couple of times they've had to do that. Wilson probably not going to be in the bag. Rookie Allison smartly covering the bag, and just the easy flip for out number 1.
Jace Goff will climb in. He's 0 for 2 with a fly and a strikeout. A quick frame, a 1-2-3 frame for Rookie Allison would be gigantic for the Bees, who do have 2-3-4 coming up in the bottom half of this frame.
Yeah, Jace Goff stepping in, made a tremendous catch on Carson Shoup in that top half of the bottom half of the 5th.
First pitch misses inside, ball 1. Yeah, over the shoulder, full sprint grab. Great catch. And it was the leadoff batter, so it would have been just a sacrifice away from a 2-0 game for the Bees. 1-0, healthy cut. Comes up empty on that one. Jaden Weaver on deck next. He's the lone player to reach every time he's been up so far for the Eagles. 2 trips, 2 appearances. This one chopped right back to Allison, has cleanly, throws to Wilson, and 2 straight ground outs send 2 up, 2 down for Chester County.
And you said it. You can get cleanly through here. Then you're really looking for insurance on the other side, and that would be huge coming out in the 7th, and then you can kind of go to whoever you want to.
Hey, we want to thank Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing for being the presenting sponsor of our spring fling coverage here, softball, the website coverage, track and field, tennis, and more. Circle Drive and All Good, your one-stop shop for all your trophy needs, team awards, T-shirts as the first pitch fastballs on the inside corner for strike 1. Into Jaden Weaver, and, of course, all of Upperman baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment all season long. Here's the 0-1. Same spot, same result, still at 80, and it's 0-2. Rookie Allison, 41 pitches so far here in relief. He's done a great job for this squad. Here's the 0-2. Same spot, maybe a little bit higher that time, and it's 1-2. Great place to go.
Yeah, Weaver 1-2, happy about those first 2, and then you set it just a little bit up that time.
Trying to go there, the 1-2, that time slider away. Deuces wild, 2-2 with 2 outs. Weaver's walked twice so far. Been left stranded both times, obviously, in a 1-0 game. He's able to make it to third. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Rookie Allison does it again. Another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. And the Bees, one defensive inning away from a 1-0 start in the spring fling. Heart of the order, looking for insurance when we return, presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Rookie Allison has been sensational out of the pen for the Bees. He needs some run support, though. 1-0, bottom of the 6th. We are zipping along in this one. And if you want insurance, these are who you want coming up. Chris Worsing, Alec Wilson, Rookie Allison, 2, 3, 4 for the Upperman Bees.
That's exactly who you want up. It's been your most productive spots in the lineup so far this season with the most productive bats. Good amount of power in there as well. We'll see if they can put somebody on, try to move them around. Tell you what, though, Estes has done a great job, and he's really done the job putting Chester County in position for a chance to get back into this ball game and then maybe win it.
He's at 68 pitches so far, so we'll keep an eye on that. Chris Worsing watches ball 1 in. He has singled and lined out and lined into a double play. It was a tough break. Really nice play made by Cole for Chester County. 1-0, healthy cut, and fouls it back to California kid. He's hoping, and we were talking, I was saying he's hoping he doesn't have to pitch till Friday. Will Upperman make a move? We all kind of thought maybe they'll go to Alec Wilson to try and slam the doors. The 1-1, this one's rolled over towards short. Weaver there, bobbles it, eats him up. E6, Chris Worsing reaches.
Well, not exactly how you want to get on, but you're on and you're safe, and that's all that matters. So you get that first base runner on. Now try to move him around, especially here in the bottom of the 6th, and you only need 3 outs on the other side. Insurance run is huge. Move that runner over, try to bring him in.
See if they bunt here with Alec Wilson or not, the 3-hole hitter. Chris Worsing, he has struck out 5 times this season.
Wow.
He just puts it in play, and good things happen when that happens. Wow. Estes, Wilson does show bunt. Now a throw behind Worsing. He's back in safely. It was strike 1.
Yeah, a little bit high there for Alec Wilson. We saw him try the squeeze in the sub-state rounds.
Hasn't had the best luck bunting as Alec. He's definitely
which that pitch, again, was also a really tough one to get to. It was outside.
And he had to commit to that one.
Yep.
0-1. Now he's going to swing away. Called a strike on that outside corner, 0-2. So if Upperman hangs on to win, they get Greenville. Here you go. Tomorrow at 12:30. It's an Upperman team that wants Greenville bad. The team that ended their hopes of a repeat 2 years ago. Carson Quillen through today. He is done. He is available on Saturday for them if they make it there. Upperman will have Alec Wilson on the mound in that game. The 0-2. This one set up into the air and left. That is well struck. Long way to go for the left fielder. He angles back. Cannot get there. Worsing rounds 2. He's heading for third. He pulls in safely. It's a Rico double. Outfield in against Alec Wilson. Forget about it.
How about Alec Wilson showing bunt, watching the second one come across and get something right over the heart of the plate and hammers it out to the left field wall. Great job by Alec Wilson. And how about this opportunity now for the Bees with rookie Allison coming to the plate and runners on second and third.
Alec Wilson does the job, and now rookie Allison, nobody out, 2 in scoring position. Huge opportunity for insurance for the Upperman Bees. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out today. Infield in for the Eagles.
He's done a great job on the mound in relief of Juju Yano, now trying to tack on a couple more.
First pitch, that one dips away, and it is 75 for Estes. It's his ball game now. Chester County burning their number 2 pitcher. Here comes the 1-0 to rookie Allison. Fastball across and low, and it's quickly 2-0. And look who's on deck. Juju Yano. It's exactly who you want to see if you're an Upperman Bee fan in a spot like this.
Well, now you're going to be really selective if you're rookie Allison ahead 2-0.
2-0 Estes. That one misses. 3-0. Base empty, but you don't want to load them with number 2 waiting on deck.
Yeah, the only positive is you got to force out anywhere, whereas right here, and they are just going to give him the bag. So they will load the bases.
So Allison walks down now intentionally, and here comes Juju Yano. He's 0 for today. A fly out and a fielder's choice. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Any insurance runs. Huge. A lot of insurance runs could ice it for the Bees.
Yeah, a courtesy runner going to come on here for rookie Allison, and anything to the outfield is big for the Bees right now.
And it's Ryland Case coming on, so a very capable runner for the Bees, the freshman who has a ring, a state champion, was going to get a ring. He's a state champion on the hardwood. And how about the job he did when he was needed when Fallon re-pulled that hamstring. So there's a lot of trust in him on the base paths. E6, double, walk. Here's Juju trying to break it open. First pitch from Estes. Low and outside, and he's lost the zone a little bit at 1-0.
Yeah, he has. It's been 4 straight balls.
They didn't make a move, period, because he's starting to struggle a little bit out there. The 1-0 from Estes. Huge swing and a miss on that one from Yano, who was looking to park him. It's 1-1, 81 on the gun there from Estes.
Kind of a surprising swing after 4 straight balls, too.
Because I think that was low and outside. Here's the 1-1. This one sent up into the air, into right field, not very deep. Angling up is the right fielder. Will they test him, Worsing? No, he starts to go. It's a really good throw in from right. And now a huge out number 1 for Chester County. Double play gets him out of a jam. Here comes Braden Green.
Yeah, on the sac fly, he needed to be deep enough. That one hung up in the air and gave a great opportunity for the right fielder to make a catch and then also make a good throw. That's exactly what he did. Chris Worsing at third and was not going to have a chance. He would have been out by a mile on that throw. And now Braden Green, who has had some clutch hits here these last couple of weeks, has a big opportunity here in the 6th.
1 for 2 with a fly out and a single. Trying to bring one across. He calls time. Ump doesn't give it to him, but the pitch misses for ball 1. And so it's going to be ball 1. And ultimately works out. Green just said, I'm stepping out no matter what. Okay. Estes trying to get a big second out, maybe both of them. They've turned 1 double play today. That one misses low, and you got to see a strike for Braden Green. Yeah. Yano offered at a couple of pitches that were borderline, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, absolutely. And you had the walk to Ricky Allison. It was 3-0, but an intentional walk probably would end up being a walk.
2-0, Estes rocks and fires. That one framed up. Johnson did a nice job, gets the call, and it's 2-1.
That's a big one for Estes. Settle back into it. Now if you're Braden Green, still be pretty selective ahead 2-1.
Big moment here in this state tournament. Game number 1. You win, you're in a great position. The 2-1. Misses low. Hitters count to Braden Green. Walk is fantastic. Carson Shoup looming on deck, trying to get a big second run across.
And it's interesting here. Braden Green trying to call time again there, kind of late.
The 3-1. Estes delivers. Got the call at the knees. He can't believe it. And it's a full count, 3-2. The Bees have had enough of the home plate umpire tonight. They've had an absolute enough of it. Big moment here for Estes, the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on, sent way up, and it's going to come on top of the press box. We'll do it again.
Hey, I caught a foul ball today.
Did you really?
Yep, bounced off of the little shade overhang
so
thing.
it rolled down to you.
It bounced off of it.
Did you clean catch?
Yeah.
Two-hander? One-hander?
Just one.
Oh, look at that.
Threw
Did
back-
you get an applause?
No.
Nah. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch again. That one misses, ball 4. And the Bees get an insurance run. It's a 2-0 lead, an RBI walk for Braden Green.
Yeah, it's a really good AB by Braden Green. He gets it to that 3-2 count, fouls it off, and then the miss. And now you're starting to see some of the emotion shown from Estes on the mound. He knows how big that run across is, the insurance run across for the Bees.
Here's your score update. White House knocks off the defending champs 3-2 tonight. Tullahoma led 2-0 in the first, but it's White House with a 3-2 victory. Tullahoma has to go the scenic route in the top half of the bracket. First pitch to Carson Shoup. Estes gets across with a strike 1.
Well, they're going to be throwing Tootin tomorrow.
Chris Worsing scores. Now, bases still loaded, still 1 out. Upperman looking for more with a 2-0 lead. 0-1. Good pitch, and for the first time in a long time, Estes goes ahead, and it's 0-2. The Bees are looking for Shoup to go into attack mode a little bit. He's watched 2 across. Understandable. 0-2. That one misses up and in.
Yeah, and you said understandable because Estes has kind of lost the zone a little bit, so you still want to be pretty selective. That one even high and inside there, brushes him back.
RBI number 20 for Braden Green is Shoup. Late decision, but a wise one. Stays alive, fouls it out of play.
Yeah, may have missed outside, but close enough that you got to get the barrel to it and keep yourself alive in the AB.
Hit that like button if you haven't already on the stream. If you're listening online, subscribe to the channel, follow the page, comment along with us. 1-2 to Carson Shoup with the bases loaded. Estes delivers. This one sit on the ground over to third. Going to throw home. Late decision. They're able to get the lead runner. And now the bases will be loaded with 2 outs for Carson Holroyd.
Yeah, that's a really good throw, and you said it. There was that split second trying to decide where to go. He comes home with it, gets the out there. That is a big second out for Chester County.
Bases remain loaded. Carson Holroyd, he is a double today. He scored the first run. He flew out to right. Stands in at a big spot. Estes at 92 pitches. Fires in. First pitch smacked foul. 0-1. You love more if you're the Bees. The one across is huge. Holroyd had the catching gear on as well, so imagine that means it's going to be rookie Allison, potentially. And now we're going to have a runner come on for Braden Green. Cody Lowe going to come on and run for Green. And I wonder if Carson Holroyd is about to put a bunt down here. I may have gotten a little hint in my ear. He's a really good bunter.
With 2 outs?
If he puts it in fair territory, he's going to reach because look where everybody is. Nobody even slightly defending a bunt. Holroyd, the best bunter on the team. Him alongside Huddleston, and now a discussion between Johnson and Estes.
And Estes, I'm not sure he's seeing the signs right. Obviously, a runner on second base. You want to make sure those signs are good, not being picked up.
Big opportunity for Cody Lowe. It's been a rough sub-state for him on the base pass. Got doubled up a couple of times in big spots. See if he can dial it in here as a senior here. 0-1 from Estes to Holroyd. He's swinging away. That one dust him off. Very close to scoring another run.
I was going to say, that's one where you're thinking about trying to stay in, but it's coming right at your face. It's a little bit tough.
If you are Chester County, you better get this out because there's some problems looming next. The 1-1. That one misses. 2-1.
This is a problem here.
Good point. You got a problem against the Bees. And their pitching staff has come ready to play today against a lineup that was raking into the state tournament, scoring 8-9 runs every single night. Double-digit performances. Scoreless through 6. The 2-1. Good pitch. Outside corner, it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a really good spot. He went up the last couple, even though they missed. It changes that eye level, goes down and away, and on that outside corner.
Holroyd looking to battle. The 2-2 from Estes. Coming home. That one. Misses low and outside. He wanted it. He's gotten that a few times, but it missed. And we run full. High leverage situation in Rutherford County.
Runners on the move with the 2 outs.
Estes as the runners go. The 3-2. Swung on. Holroyd into left, and it's down. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. Gets away in left, and it's a 2 RBI single for Carson Holroyd. The senior gives the Bees a 4-0 lead.
And that's why you're running as soon as the pitch is thrown. You score a couple of runs easily. That one was shallow left field. Holroyd gets the job done. Hit hard, and now you got the visit to the mound and the insurance put on the board for the Bees. How about the senior, Carson Holroyd? Holroyd.
We've talked so much, Jacob. 1 through 9, nowhere to breathe, and it's the 8-hole hitter with 2 hits today, 2 RBIs and a run scored for Carson Holroyd. A trip to the mound for Chester County, but it's the battle-tested Bees who have the advantage. And we'll see, is this a change or not? Has not taken the ball as Coach Goff yet. Now he will. Call to the bullpen for the Eagles. Bees looking for more when we come back.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
The Bees were looking for insurance. They got it. Now they want more. A call to the bullpen for the Chester County Eagles for the first time in the ball game. They get the ball to the former first baseman. Caleb Cole comes on. So far this season, Cole, he is 9 appearances, a 4.38 ERA, 2-0 on the campaign. 16 innings pitched. He's allowed 17 hits, 13 runs, 10 of them earned, 17 strikeouts to 9 walks. And he's got a problem. 2 outs on the board. Runners at first and third. Evan Huddleston is maybe the hottest bat in the state at the plate, and Justin Fallon looming behind him.
Yeah, not an easy spot to come into, especially with runners on first and third. Evan Huddleston, you know, he's going to be taking at least a couple of pitches. You've got Carson Holroyd at first with a lot of speed. He's probably going to be trying to take second base, so you got to worry about that to decide what you want to do, and if you want to let runners go on second and third with Evan Huddleston at the plate, who's been swinging a good bat.
Huddleston climbs in here. He has reached twice, bunted and forced an error his first time up, walked. And we mentioned Estes, he did a good job, but there was traffic all over the base paths for the most part with one little blip. And Upperman finally able to break through in this half inning. A 2 RBI single by Carson Holroyd, an RBI on a walk by Braden Green. And now Cole trying to get one big out and keep it where it is. Runners stay put. Fastball at 77, misses low and outside.
Yeah, and the one thing for Carson Holroyd, you got to make sure he's going home with it. Don't want to get picked off if you are trying to take second. He's got a healthy lead.
1-0. This one fouled back for Huddleston. 77 again, and it's 1-1. Another right-handed pitcher. And now for the Bees, you can throw rookie Allison for about 12 more pitches. If you need to go somewhere else, you're free to go to a Braden Wilkie with a 4-run lead, or a Carson Holroyd or whoever else you want to go to, and save your big arms. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss on the letter-high fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, even that 1-0 pitch that he swung out, one of the rare 1-0 pitches that he has swung at this season.
Of course, if the Bees get into trouble, they can go one of the big arms, but they don't have to now with a 4-run advantage. 1-2 from Cole, comes home to Huddleston. That's right down the middle for called strike 3. So he comes out of the bullpen and stops the bleeding, but not before the Bees strike for 3 to take a 4-0 lead. We head to the 7th. Upperman trying to set up a date with the Green Devils. Coverage presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you. The Bees 3 outs away from the rematch they've wanted against the Greenville Green Devils. If they're able to get these 3 outs, they'll face Greenville at 12:30 tomorrow right back here at Smyrna High School. They lead 4-0. It is rookie Allison. He's at 44 pitches, Jacob, so we anticipate he has 10 more in his back pocket.
Yeah, you don't want to burn him for that possible Friday game. You would much rather have him available because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. If you win tomorrow, then great. You're on to Friday, and you've got pretty much everybody available. But if you don't win tomorrow, you got to play again. You got to keep your season alive. Then you'd rather have him just in case, even on a Friday game. Obviously, wouldn't be able to throw tomorrow no matter what. But just to have him in that back pocket, and we'll see if he can do it in quick fashion. And for Chester County, I mean, 4 runs, not insurmountable, but how big were those insurance runs by the Bees in the bottom of the 6th with the 3 more across?
Gordonsville back in action tomorrow at 11 a.m. against.
We're not sure yet.
We will
because it'll be decided at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Probably against Hollow Rock Brewston, who
Yes.
they just defeated 6-0 for the right to go to the single A state title game. Gordonsville would have to be defeated twice to not have that happen.
Good luck.
It's not happening. Pitch 1 here to the 7-hole hitter, Chase Garner, misses low and outside for ball 1. The Bees would love a stress-free 7th inning. That has eluded them recently, as that one is across at the knees with a fastball, and it's 1-1. Garner today 0 for 2. He struck out and reached on an error. 1-1 pitch coming home here. Allison dives that one across, and it's 2-1. Garner, Robinson, and Burks due up, 7, 8, 9, trying to flip it over at some point. The 2-1. This one smacked foul.
And Halls
Unbelievable.
was down to Oakdale going to the 7th. They ended up beating them 8-6, so Halls will take on Hollow Rock Brewston in that 9 a.m. game tomorrow.
The Halls team, they give up 21 in an inning. Here's
Correct.
the 2-2 coming home. This one fouled off by Garner, and we'll do it again.
Hey, you said it. That's why you pull the pitcher out and keep the confidence high.
That tournament is so over. It is so over.
Eagleville took care of Joe Burns, by the way.
Okay, congrats. You get to get your head bashed in. Here's the 2-2. This one fouled back metaphorically, but
13-1.
great. Eagleville's good. They're going to get slaughtered on Friday.
Tell you what, Hollow Rock Brewston held their own, had a few errors when the 6 runs came across in the 2nd, but outside of that, they were pretty solid.
2-2 for Allison. This one fouled off again. Good battle here for Garner. He knows he's got to become a base runner.
It's getting that pitch count up, too.
He's at 51 pitches. Thank you, Young. We appreciate him, because we are not keeping track. The 2-2. Garner just fouling off everything, sticking the bat at it and keeping it alive. It's 2-2. I apologize. You cannot watch video, everybody. My hands are tied on that one. Here's the 2-2 coming home. What an at-bat for Garner. One more pitch for rookie Allison, and then we'll see if West Shanks comes and gets him or not. He's looking down, making sure they've got the right amount of pitches.
Moving around into the dugout.
The 2-2. Fouled off, and here comes West Shanks. So he is going to keep rookie Allison available for Friday. This is the right decision for West Shanks with a 4-0 lead. And the only question is, where's he going here? And he may go to Justin Fallon. Confidence-building opportunity. 7, 8, 9. You're up by 4. See if you can get Justin Fallon back in a groove. Here comes the flamethrower for the Bees when we come back.
Iron Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Iron Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, It's what we do. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Here comes the Tennessee Tech signee, Justin Fallon, the closer for the Bees, trying to close the door in a 2-2 count, a 1.24 ERA. This is his 7th appearance as he's battled back from a hamstring injury. 1-0 on the campaign, 1 save in 5 2/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 1 earned run. The walks are a problem, but when he's in the zone, people don't touch him. A 56 batting average against him this year.
Yeah, we saw him come in against Lebanon late in the season, and man, was he good. He came in the region tournament as well through a couple of tremendous innings against Lawrence County, and we'll see what he can do here. His last couple of outings hadn't had his best stuff, hadn't been able to find the zone. We'll see if he's able to find the zone as rookie Allison is back behind the plate, so they make that change as well. So a little bit more of a prolonged break in between.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry the NFHS feed is down. We're the best in the world at this. Just close your eyes and listen. You'll be able to envision all the action. I got no control. There's nothing I can do. There's nobody I can talk to. I understand the frustration, but I promise you, you'll know what's going on if you just roll with us. So that has nothing to do with us. So sorry. Justin Fallon on. He'll be in the 90s with the fastball. He's ratcheted that down a little bit, but he's 86, 88 in the warm-up pitches. He maxes out about 92, 93, and the curveball off of it when he's throwing well is just nasty. And the warm-up pitches have already been way better.
I was just going to say that. The first 2 fastballs he threw right down the middle, the breaking ball missed inside, but wasn't a bad miss.
And he was great against Lawrence County in the region championship game. And listen, you're trying to get your rhythm back. That was a tough environment at Red Bank. It was probably the most unique baseball environment I've ever seen.
Rocking.
Every time something happened for Red Bank, it was just jumping in there. That's a tough spot to hunker down and throw strikes. Tonight, Chester County, 2.5-hour drive, not the biggest crowd. Upperman has brought their contingent as they always do. More of a normal night for one of the biggest gamers in the class. And Justin Fallon trying to put on a show. It's a 2-2 count with Chase Garner as we get back to it.
Yeah, really tough for Chase Garner. Had to face rookie Allison. Now you get Justin Fallon coming out of center
Could not be two more opposite pitchers. The 2-2 swung on, and he does the job. Smacks it foul. We'll do it again. You go from rookie Allison, mid-70s, upper 70s, sidearm right-hander, to Justin Fallon, southpaw at 87, 88. And he throws the curveball, and what a job that time by Garner. The 7-hole hitter becomes a base runner. Runner at first with nobody out. Here comes Braylon Robinson.
He was not going down there.
Nope.
I mean, that was a heck of an AB. Even changing pitchers in between. Fouls off the fastball, gets the breaking ball, and rips it into left field.
Here comes Braylon Robinson, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. And Justin Fallon trying to hunker down here. First pitch, good one, right across. I don't think that velocity was correct. It was high. I don't think he threw 96 on that one. 0-1.
Got to go through the window again.
The 0-1 spikes in. A great job. Rookie Allison back behind the dish.
Wow, that pick was, that was tremendous.
Rookie Allison is one of the best defensive catchers that we've seen in the Upper Cumberland ever. Now a little flick over to first, trying to dirty up the jersey of Garner. He's the right fielder, got some speed, dives back in safely. If you are watching because the other feed is down and you are a Chester County fan, you're not going to like us, but we're happy you can hear. The 1-1, that one hits him right in the back, and we'll see if it's an immediate hook from Wes Shanks as the 8-hole hitter reaches. And now it's 2 on with nobody out for the 9-hole batter, Ethan Burks.
Yeah, and again, I mentioned the 4 runs. Not insurmountable. First 2 batters have reached, and now you got the tying run in the on-deck circle. Leave him out there for now. Fallon again, still trying to find that strike zone a little bit. First 2 batters in.
And when you've got the state's leader in wins in the class standing over at first base and Chris Worsing standing at second, you're not going to let yourself get in too big of a jam. The tying run is in the on-deck circle, and it's also the leadoff hitter in the order for the Eagles as Fallon tries to hunker down. Ethan Burks 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. First pitch, a good one. Right at the knees, 0-1.
And even the hit batter there, it wasn't terribly far inside because he's been trying to hit this inside corner, and just lost that one a little too much.
Fallon out of the stretch, the Tech signee. He may throw a little bit at Tech, he says, but going to be a hitter there. And that dots up the inside corner at 86, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and even Ricky Allison was set up outside there. Burks wanted nothing of it.
The Eagles trying to get a little seventh-inning magic. Upperman broke it open. How big were those runs to lead 4-0? They brought 3 across in the 6th. Fallon kicks and deals the 0-2. Got him. Swung on and missed for a big Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Lineup flips over, but Fallon got the first K.
That's what I'm saying. Even after hitting a batter, he was able to come in with a couple of fastballs inside, then swings right through. So he's been in the zone and obviously much more settled in than the last couple of times he came to the mound.
What do we know about Justin Fallon? He's a gamer. Kid's a competitor out there. Johnson reached on an error, walked, and struck out today. First pitch, a little bit out, and it's 1-0. Only saw the breaking ball once. It got sent into left field on the single by Chase Garner. Fallon with a glance back, delivers home. Great fastball. Right down Main Street, 1-1.
Set up on the outside corner that time to the lefty, and that's kind of the corner he likes working with right now. Hadn't really gone to that right side corner of the plate, inside to lefties.
A glance back for Fallon. Second look. Longer this time. He's coming home. A little bit low. Allison flips over the mitt to grab it. 2-1. Stick around post-game for the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. It'll be a tough choice for Jacob today. The 2-1. Fallon comes home. That one misses. Throw behind the runner at second. Yano grabs it on a hop, and it's 3-1. And you don't want to load the bases for Dean Estes because he could park one and tie the game with one swing of the bat.
Yeah, you absolutely do not want to. So this is a big couple of pitches right here for Justin Fallon in a 3-1 count.
3-1 coming to the leadoff batter in the order, Brooks Johnson. Fires, that one misses, ball 4. Bases loaded, and we'll see if Wes Shanks makes a move. Everybody looks to him, and here he comes. Is it Big Al time for the Bees? Fallon wants it. He says no. This is the state tournament, though. Justin Fallon's never going to say he wants to come out, and Wes Shanks is going to leave him. Here you go, out of the full windup against Dean Estes. Batting over 400 on the campaign. Fastball misses. No, we got the call. All right, the Bees got one. Now it's 0-1.
Yeah, working out of the windup here as well, and he's trying to go quickly.
He didn't want to give Wes Shanks an opportunity. Here comes the 0-1. Ooh, pumps the fastball by. Hello, Justin Fallon, and it's 0-2. Right back on. Says no to the first. He knows what he wants. It's the heater. Here it comes from Fallon. High heat, fouled off, will do it again.
And this is what Estes does. He's gone behind a couple of times these last 2 ABs and just keeps on fighting off pitches. And able to do so that time as well.
And now you have one other thing to watch. 16 pitches for Fallon. They don't want him over 25. The fourth member of the Big Four. He's the closer for this team. He's gotten into a little bit of trouble trying to work out. Another 0-2 coming to the biggest bat in the order, Dean Estes. Kicks and deals. That one misses up. Back pick over to first. He dives back in safely. Bases juiced here for the Chester County Eagles. They trail 4-0. That could change with one swing of the bat. Fallon again knows what he wants. Here's the 1-2. Got him. High heat. Justin Fallon has the Bees and out away from a 1-0 start in the spring fling.
Yeah, how about that? You shake off your head coach, say, no, we're good. I got it. Bases loaded, 1 out. We'll strike out one of the top batters in the lineup, and doesn't get any easier. Still a really good batter now with 2 outs.
Here comes Lane Estes. He's 0 for today, 0 for 3. Couple of groundouts, including into a double play. First pitch, nowhere close. Swing and a miss, and now number 11's in his zone. It's 0-1.
That was a big swing on the fastball.
Fallon out of the windup, the 0-1. It's 0-2 as it's fouled off. 1 strike away are the Bees from the date they wanted. The Greenville Green Devils. They've had their sights set on that team for 2 seasons. They want them. They're trying to get them. Here comes the 0-2 from Fallon. You bet. Called. Strike 3. Justin Fallon comes in and slams the door, and the Bees come back to Rutherford County and open it up in style. It's a 4-0 win.
How about that from Justin Fallon? The bases loaded. Looked like a big opportunity for Chester County, a team that you said have been scoring a good amount of runs here in their run to the postseason and into the state tournament. And what a job by Justin Fallon. He loads the bases, 1 out. He looks to the dugout and says, I don't know. We'll see. 9 batters left on by Chester County. Tremendous job by the defense of Upperman today. And what a win in Game 1. Makes it just a little bit easier going forward in the tournament.
Justin Fallon has some of that Kaylee Plumley. Gets a little wild, but able to work out of it. Says to his head coach as he comes out to try and get him. And he rewards the faith that West Shanks had in his senior. Punch out, ball game over. And Upperman gets the date with the bell of the ball. They wanted Greenville. They get Greenville tomorrow. Not an elimination game, but a big one at 12:30.
Yeah, and how about the pitching lines today? Juju Yano starts it, gets the win. Rookie Allison and then Justin Fallon come on in relief. But in total, 7 innings, only 3 hits allowed. No runs, 4 walks, and 11 strikeouts between the 3 pitchers. They did a great job. But I'm going with Carson Holroyd for that Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. He drives in a couple of key runs there in that bottom of the 6th inning, 2 for 3 on the day total, and a run scored as well. A tremendous job, and it makes it a little bit easier there for Coach Shanks to leave Justin Fallon in that spot because those insurance runs come across.
And we've said all year it's the depth of pitching. Yes, the lineup's great 1 through 9. The depth of pitching is what has propelled them here. It propels them through today. Here's the situation for the arms. Juju Yano would be available on Saturday. On Friday, that's right, at 54 pitches. Rookie Allison, 54 pitches. Available on Friday. Both not available tomorrow. Justin Fallon is available tomorrow. That's great bullpen management by Dalton Drombauer, Cade Painter, and Wes Shanks.
But it all happens because they threw well. They were throwing strikes, obviously a few walks sprinkled in here and there. And then I said it too at the beginning of the ballgame. Doesn't matter if you don't get runs across. They got runs across. They got what they needed. And we kind of said it in between the break. A clinical performance for the Bees in that win sets up the game that they've been wanting to get to. Get back to Greenville. Have your shot at them.
Upperman wanted to face Carson Quillen. They don't get to face Carson Quillen on the mound tomorrow, but they have their number 1, their Mr. Baseball snub, Alec Wilson, on the mound tomorrow for the Upperman Bees. The senior righty leads the state in strikeouts and in wins in the classification up against Greenville's number 2. It's the date they wanted, Jacob. They get it. Expect a state championship-like effort out of the Bees. They want them. When Upperman basketball played them in the state tournament, a lot of that baseball team was talking about how you got to win that for us. Now they're going to try to win it for themselves.
Absolutely, and it just seems like every single sport, every single year, Upperman and Greenville are getting together. Obviously, football a couple of years ago, basketball this year, and now baseball as well. We've seen this matchup year in and year out. It's always a lot of fun. We expect it to be a lot of fun tomorrow as well.
We'll be here for all the action. It starts at 11 a.m. Jacob will be across the county at McKnight Park as the Gordonsville Tigerettes.
99% sure it's going to be Hollow Rock Brewstown.
It will be against somebody who will lose tomorrow as Gordonsville looks to make it 3 straight trips to the Class 1A state championship game. Then he will come over here and join me. I'll get us started just like I did today as the Upperman Bees take on the Greenville Green Devils. A win for the Bees. It's the only game they play tomorrow. They got to win 1 of 2 the next day. If they lose, still alive. They play again at 5 o'clock to try and extend their season. They had to do that 2 years ago. I know that's less fun. Continue their undefeated run here at Sonny Gray Stadium. Final score here tonight. Upperman opens up the spring fling with a 4-0 victory over Chester County. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of the spring fling. Michael Lindsay has been everywhere. How about the DeKalb County Tigerettes? They are 1 win away from the Class 3A softball state championship game. Complete website coverage coming of that. This game, Cookeville Soccer in action now against Houston. We'll have to see how that goes for the Cavaliers and much more. All coming to the website, all presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent to my left, Jeff P.D. Goolsby and Young Holroyd on stats, and everybody at UCR. Have a great night, everybody.